Hello, hi. It's your girl BUKKY on the BUKKY show. How you doing? Hope you had a good day. I had an okay day. Um, but good day to you all. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a blast. I am kind of just chilled, to be fair. I just woke up and I had to record, obviously, because we're praying and I'm acting on consistency. I'm really trying to be consistent on this pod. And so this is me pushing myself even when as I woke up, I just wanted to watch a movie and drown into the world of a movie. I I decided to record. Um it's funny how I call myself BUKKY. And the truth is, it's not like I call myself, it's like a nickname which is called Bookie. And but so I broke it's basically like I broke it down. Or a friend of mine calls me BUKKY most of the time. So it's from that interactions because every time I call her she's like, it's your girl BUKKY. It's very interesting and I'm like, oh, do you know what? I think I'm just gonna take this on and but I actually like when people call me Bukola instead of Buki. I don't know because I asked myself what is Buki? What does Buki means? I'm not trying to be like self-absorbed, yeah, or like just trying to be like self-centered. I'm just like, what does Buki mean? I don't know. People say it's short form for Bukola, but what does Buki itself mean? I don't know. So I prefer when you call me Bukola because it just sounds like it makes sense. I understand what Bukola means. I understand what Ulua Bukola means. And I understand what Bukola means. Do you guys? But I don't understand what Buki means. So maybe I should say it's your girl B Bukola. Anyways, but that's just me like self fancying regarding my name. But I still like it's your girl B UKKY. It there's a nice ring to it. There's a nice sound to it. So shout out to Tolu for always calling me that to be sticking to my head. Um so today I'm kind of feeling a bit down in a sense. And this started yesterday. Why am I feeling down? You might ask. So, my brother got married yesterday, and I'm happy for him. Obviously, I'm glad that he and his wife are starting this amazing journey called marriage together. It's gonna be. I hope he knows. I hope he knows that it's going to be a very long one. They're gonna find habits about each other that they do not like and they will try to work around it. But it's not even about the marriage itself now at this point. For me, it's more about the fact that I missed it. And in as much as I was really happy for them, I was sad that my family was having a function and this is never like an extended family, this is like my brother, do you get? Um my family was having a function and I was not there to be there. Like people took pictures and I just randomly thought like my pictures are not like is not there. Even in as much as my niece tried to record, do like we did a video call and I basically like watched everything. It's still not the same as being there presently. And at some point it felt like I was even disturbing them with calls because I felt out. I felt disconnected and it was really irritating because I wanted to be I wanted to be part. That was why I was calling so much, but I just couldn't be part because I'm not there physically. And so I felt really not happy, but happy at the same time. It was a very uncomfortable feeling And because it's not about me at that moment, you get, it's about my brother and his wife. But at the same time, I just felt not happy. Of course, I didn't tell anybody this, but I'm just telling you guys because you guys are my therapists. Well, not necessarily, but I feel like I'm more comfortable to share things like this on the pod because, and I know a lot of people have spoken about how when somebody travel out or the cause of traveling out is fact that you start missing birthdays, weddings, anniversaries of people of your family. You start not being like around, and it's irritating. Obviously, it's but and at the same time, I feel like I'm even feeling more down because I am here and they are there, and it was not a. I didn't feel good about that. But in as much, I am grateful that they had a blast and they had a great day, and the event itself was a success. I prayed for them that they would figure this thing called marriage together. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. So, but do you know what? Before we even, then I was not thinking about something. Okay, the dynamics of this thing called marriage, like the wedding itself, even made me think about the dynamics of what marriage is all about. And it's pretty interesting to me how every single piece, every single person, every single sector is working regarding that the marriage should turn out a success. What do I mean? In terms of but what I mean by every sector, I mean in terms of like, okay, so for example, in I'm not just even my brother's wedding, in Nigeria wedding generally, and I'm going to speak specifically to Yoruba wedding. But even if like it's not a Yoruba wedding, I would say basically Nigerian weddings in general. But I'm going to like just focus on Yoruba weddings because I don't say technically, but I am from the Yoruba culture, so I can just speak on what I know from the Yoruba culture aspect, which is um the alaga. That's like especially for a traditional wedding, they call them alaga, like person that kind of hosts in a sense the wedding. So the alaga is being told what to do. That's one dynamic. There's a dynamic of people that are cooking. There's a dynamic of people that are that need to decorate the hall. Then there's that dynamic of the makeup artist. Like so like there's just so many dynamics at play, and having to figure out all of those dynamics and to have a great and successful day. And it's just very interesting to me because, to be honest, that's just a lot of things to think about. That's why a lot of people or some people just opt for a wedding. What do they call them now? An event planner, yeah, because there's so many works at play. You're trying to keep up, you're trying to figure out the kind of clothes you're gonna wear, pick out your stylist, your fashion, the tailor fashion designers they'll call themselves now. um to just so many things just to ensure the success of one day. How there is so many things that keep like people keep or different things that are happening all at the same times in different times basically, and all for the success of a happy couple at the end of the day. That it's is very it's very important and very interesting. And but I to be honest, I would actually always feel like sometimes Nigeria wedding, especially Yoruba wedding. They're trying to want to extort money. Like, okay, not in terms of apart from like the Igbo weddings where like yeah, everybody knows that most Igbo weddings, I'll say most, I will not say all, but most Igbo weddings, especially if you're marrying the babe, like the lady, your the bride price is like crazy expensive and very high. But Yoruba weddings, those are like that. They will come and say, okay, pay this money, pay that money, pay another money. Do you get like this more money they're always collecting? And there's actually more money, like different money they're always collecting. They say job money for this one, the friends will drop money, there's drop money, drop money, drop money, drop money. And it's just very weird and funny. But you all will be fine. I guess it's as they say, the wedding business is is a good business. It's a profit business. So I don't know if I want to have a change of career. Do I think I would like to work in wedding? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting. I don't know. Would you work in a wedding industry if you are not working there already? Is it something that you're gonna do? So I was scrolling through TikTok. Yeah, I think TikTok the other day. And someone was still saying that I can't remember her name, but this stuff is credit to her. And she was saying something about how the rain kind of the kind of rain we had or we have in Nigeria is actually like is a rainstorm, not just rain. That the rain that we think we have, like when it's drizzling, that's the actual rain. But normal rain where like it's thunder, it's lightning, it's just like going crazy is actually rainstorm. And it's very interesting she says that because she was talking about how Nigerians have gotten so used to difficulty that they didn't know that rainstorm is the actual rain. But that's by the way my what is interesting is because is that coming to the UK and seeing their type of rain, I'm like, what is this? This is not rain. So you might know like why people taking umbrella? Please throw your umbrella. We to be fair, most Brits they even actually hold an umbrella, but I'm like, this is not rain. I love, love Nigeria rain. I know she might say it as, oh, it's a storm, blah blah blah, but what not? I love it. Like it's very interesting because, like, when proper rain falls, oh my god, like it's always very beautiful because it's like everywhere is dark, the wind is blowing, like you are. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing I would say that I miss. I miss Nigeria, like a proper Nigeria rain when everywhere is okay. Yeah, this is obviously the people that their house get flooded would definitely not like it. But apart from that, like, and I'm not trying to be insensitive over here, but apart from like all of those flooding that it causes and all of those other factors that the storm or the rainstorm plays, I actually just love the feeling of the rain, how it sound on your ceiling. Like this place, rain will be funny. You will not even hear that anything is dripping on your ceiling. Like the only thing you hear is that obviously it's raining outside and it's on the floor, but there is nothing making noise on your ceiling. You're just know that something is happening, but you're not necessarily like inside. It's not making you feel any type of way. So I remember telling my colleague in school that, oh my god, like I love how Nigeria rain is and I don't really understand the Brit weather. The Brit weather, like I miss Nigeria way. I love it. I'm not even going to like, I really love it. Another thing again that, so I'm going to talk about things that shocked me when I got to the UK. And I obviously people have different things that have shocked them that they've even put online. But I'm going to talk about two things, two different things. Uh okay, so the first one would be the very first thing that shocked me when I got to the UK. I would say like when I got to the UK. It's more about when I had my own space. Yeah. So when I had my own space because I was staying with some family friend, and when I had my own space, I went to do like just basic shopping of I need a pot, I need a spoon, I need some certain stuff like jigger, like just um different things that you would someone would technically need in a home or in a space. So I remember going to store and I had some food stuff, but I didn't have so much food stuff again left. So I needed to also get some food stuff. So I remember going to their supermarkets for the first time. I won't say for the first time, but like for the first time in that space. Anyways, and especially the supermarket like around the space that I just got. And I remember saying £1 something, £79, 79p, £1, 79p. I was like, oh my god, like these prices are cheap. What do you mean £1? 79p? £1, 70. I was like, oh my god. These prices are so cheap. And I kept picking different stuff. Well, obviously there were some prices that were a bit more high, like in terms of getting a pot or in terms of like getting because I remember getting a duvet that day. So those prices were a bit high. But the spoon, maybe like a bigger spoon, like £1. I'm like, oh my I got fruits. There were so many things I got that day. There were a lot of £1, £1, £1, £1 stuff. I remember going the I remember going to the cashier to pay because I didn't use the self service that day. Thank God I didn't even use self service that day. Um and I went to pay for the things I got. And she kept tapping. Kept saying that this one is increasing. This is not £1. That's for £1. That's 59p. That's 70. What's happening? And before you know it's £40, it's £50, it's £60. I'm like, did I calm down? Like I thought it's just £1 stuff. Apparently, it's not even apparently because I did have to calculate it by myself. And I still realized that it was the same amount. The woman did not overcharge me. I I just so yeah, that was one of my cultural shock. Like thinking that £1 doesn't accumulate to something crazy. You think it's £1 before you get £1, before you get another £1, so you get another £1 before you know. At the end of the bill, it's almost £70 that you're spending, and it's crazy. So yeah, so the money aspect was really a culture shock for me because I'm like £1. I was not converting this to naira. To be fair, I was just saying this is £1, like £1, like it's just one. It's not two, it's one. So I'm like, oh, that's cheap. Really, I was really thinking that was cheap, but the UK currency were like, they laughed at me and they're like, nope, it's not cheap. It's expensive. Um, Another culture shock would definitely be, and I know that a lot of people have said this, that oh, when they go out for like, or maybe like an office party, they give them bread or something, like just something. So at least because I had noticed, because I've watched on social media basically, and I'm seeing that a lot of these people, when I mean people like in this setting that we are, they don't necessarily give you rice tickets for a proper like for a party. Like maybe they give you something light like pizza and drinks and all that. So to be fair, when in school when they said that we are going to be having a Christmas party. I remember that was my first party. Yeah. I was expecting pizza and drinks because I'm like, of course, you guys are not going to give me jollof rice, obviously. But at least the minimal thing that I would expect from this party would be pizza and it, maybe just maybe soft drinks or whatnot. Shocker. They shocked me and I was shocked because it's not even apparently, but it's just more like what I saw when we actually started the party was a bunch of snacks like chips, there was cake there was sweets, there was biscuits. And I was like, what is this? With a lot of beer. Oh my God. It was stressful because I'm like, Kilili. I'm like, and seriously, that was my expression. Like, Kilili. Like, I don't want this. Where is the pizza? At least people say that you don't give proper food. At least just give me pizza. Chickens. I'm still gonna eat that. But no, I saw chips. I saw biscuits. I just saw some random things. I was like, wow. So people can even afford pizza, just some common pizza. That was that was that was a big shock for me. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked. My shocked was shocked, and indeed, I was shocked. Um. So I think I'm going to title this episode "Shocker." I'm serious, shocker. Another thing that shocks me has nothing to do with the British system and has nothing to do with me traveling, but it shocked me as an adult is the fact that you have to cook, especially if you are trying to not spend outside, like spend in terms of buying food outside, and you want to try to cook, like save money to cook, because obviously if you want to spend money outside, you spend money. Do you get? And but if you're trying to save, you'll have to spend more time cooking. And it's really irritating how to be fair, it's actually irritating. Is I cannot believe my mom or my dad. I don't even think my dad cooked. I'm not going to lie, he did. But I don't even know. Did my mom cook? I can't remember. She did, but it's not like something she actually did. She cooked most weekend, I guess. Yeah. But I'm just trying to think that like there are those things that I never knew that cooking was going to be this much stressful. Like, let's not even talk about apart from the act of cooking itself. Let's not talk about trying to figure out what to eat before you actually prepare that meal. Because as a Yoruba babe, I will proudly say it, not proudly, but like I'm going to say it everywhere that we don't really have so much food. I don't even think Nigeria as a whole has a lot of food. I don't know. You people should not come for me. I'm not an history person. This is purely in my own time capacity. But what I'm just trying to say is that even the soups that we say we have, they are just soup that you have to eat with swallow at the end of the day, right? So even if I'm going to combine the whole Nigerian soup, you still have to eat it to swallow. But but like baseline, you're eating, and we don't even have like I don't even have to, I don't. They are not like I would say they are not places, but most of the places I beat of a distance to for me to get there and start buying those soups. So what is around for me is the basic yam, eggs, um, spaghetti, rice. Do you get? So like I'm just eating basic food of like proper Nigerian basic food. Nothing. That was why it was really interesting to try other meal, or well, I won't say try other meal, but try new things, and I really enjoyed it that time. But most times I am eating basic food, and it's tiring. You're trying to figure out, okay, should I eat beans today? Should I rice today? Should I eat noodles today? Like it's just the same basic shit. And it's I don't know, like it's just like thinking about food to eat, then now cooking the food. And then you cook the food, you have to wash plates. God, the amount of I'm sorry. Now not like I've always understood because to be fair, my mommy have always said that I'm a lazy girl. But I understand why people have um or why people would say they will outsource being cooking because I feel like it's wasted effort at this point. Like you are literally wasting your time to cook. I'm sorry if I'm trying to make a multi-billion deal. I'm not gonna be thinking about cooking. I'm definitely going to outsource that. Do you get? So let my chef think about what I want to eat. That's as long as it gives me like a good meal, I'm good. Because it's irritating, like it stresses me. I will wake up, wash plates, cook, and see plate again. I'm like, I would have to wash you again. Oh my god, it's so irritating. It is so irritating. Like you guys will say, "Oh, because like, you don't wash your plates at night." No, I don't wash my plate at night because guess what? I washed my plate in the afternoon to cook dinner, and when I cook dinner, I have to wash that plate again. I'm tired. Like my life is not built in the kitchen. Like there are other things I would like to do outside the kitchen. Do you get like? I feel like I spend guys. Like even when I try to batch cook in my well, to be fair, my own version of batch cooking is cooking soup down. I spend almost 4, 5, 6 hours in the kitchen just cooking. And in my head I'm like, there are things that I could have done with these hours. Maybe I could have even rested. Like even apart from the fact that there are things I could have done within these hours, I could have just slept. Like proper good sleep. Read a book. But no, I'm in kitchen cooking. And yes, I know it's cooking a meal that I'm obviously going to eat because it's just me. But at the same time, it's a lot. Like I wonder how. And this is me just complaining as a single person, as my sister would say, as a single person. Just imagine mothers, obviously like women that have kids. How mothers they have to think about themselves, think about the family generally, think about their husband, think about kids. Ah, it's stressful. Like my sister was even complaining. I was complaining. My sister was complaining that oh, the meal that they eat, that our own husband was complaining that the meal that the kids will take to school. So, for example, let's say they eat maybe in the morning they take bread and tea, then they go to school. The kids eat let's say rice and beans with stew and beef or whatnot. Like when they come back, my sister is like she does not have stress that the remaining rice and beans that they are eating in the afternoon or they've taken out to their different place of work with the kids in the school, that way they are going to come back and eat. And the husband was complaining and no, that they cannot be eating the same food that they were eating in the afternoon, you sit at night. And she's like, she's tired that she doesn't know what to cook. And I get it. I get it because me, if I don't go anywhere, let's say I'm not working that day, I basically stand up from my bed, but like give or take max 11. Yeah. Then to start cooking, maybe I'm eating like by 2 ish. Most times I just eat once. So I have to, or even if I'm going to eat something again at night, maybe something really, really light. But that is even still a lot of stress for me. Just imagine, I say, guys, I don't envy mothers. Oh, I don't envy them. I don't envy people that have kids because kids will eat morning, afternoon. Like at least I'm even eating like once a day or maybe max. Like I'm chummy. I'm eating too much. I'm eating twice a day. Like if I eat that day, not 2 times I could chop. But children, kids, we eat morning after like every single, they can literally eat every single hour. That is how much kids love eating. You eat every single hour. So it's just insane how these things, nobody prepared me for it. No one, like literally no one said, because you're gonna be cooking this much in your adult time, in your adulthood. Like cooking takes so much. Ah, God. See, I'm not saying that I don't. I wouldn't, as I said, even in the previous episode, I remember saying that it's not like I really like cooking. I don't think I would say I like cooking. If somebody say, "Oh, Bukola, do you like cooking?" If somebody asks me a direct question, "Do you like cooking?" I don't think I would say yes. But at the same time, I don't think I would say no, because there are times that I really would love to cook a meal for myself and eat a good meal. Yeah, but but it's just that stress. You have to prepare jollof rice. There's so much things to do. Maybe not so much, but even you're cooking beans. There's just so much things. Not like so much in a sense like you're going to spending so many hours there because it's just beans or it's just jollof. But at the same time, they're like so much steps to take. Then after the jollof is ready, you're eating it within how many minutes? And so like you do all of those stress to eat the food in max 15 minutes. Max 50, except like really slow eaters. This, I'm not talking to them. But if you're like a moderately normal eater, at least you're eating that food max 15 minutes. Even 15 minutes is a lot, but let's just say max 15 minutes. And you cooked the food, this cooking, this ceremony, you're doing it for almost 2-3 hours. And you eat a 3 hours meal in 15 minutes. The dynamic is crazy. I'm serious. It is crazy. It is so crazy. And for someone, e.g. me, that is trying to save so that I don't like so I try to buy every single thing that I would need to cook. Even if I'm experimenting, I prefer to experiment like buying the ingredients and cooking it, because for me, I would say it is way cheaper than going out there to buy the food itself. But even with that, it's stressful, man. It's stressful. It's stressful. It's definitely stressful. And I can't wait to be a million. I can't wait to start assessing millions and billions. Okay, okay, okay. Calm down, calm down. But I can't wait to start assessing some really good money and outsource these things called kitchen or cooking. No, I was a kitchen. Okay, outsource cooking, because I would definitely outsource it. I would say within a snap of a finger, I would outsource it. And as I said, and it's not like I don't like cooking, but I just don't find it convenient to cook every single time. Do you get? There are times I'll be like, oh, do you know what? I actually want to cook today. I really want to eat my own food. But most times, nah, I'm not interested in cooking. So as I said, this episode is going to be called Shocker, because I am shocked. I am really shocked about interesting things that I am finding out of myself as an adult. Um, so I think that we've definitely come to the end of this episode. But before that, obviously, drum rolls. I need you to like, share, comment, follow on every platform you can. You're helping a single girl grow a pod. Yes, you're helping a single girl grow a pod. So help a single girl today. I'm starting a GoFundMe. Help a single girl today to grow a pod. So I need you to like, comment, share, post, repost, listen to the episode. Comment, please, 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 please comment. I would love for you to comment. I really want to know your thoughts. I really, really want to know your thoughts. Just eat me up. Send me a message. I am Literally available. See, right now is the best time to start sending me messages. Or when the deals start coming, it's you will be going through my secretary. Right now, you're going to you're going to be talking to me directly. But then you're going through my manager. So before then, let's build an intentional community, right? Together. Follow a single girl today. Follow the show BUKKY. Yeah, BUKKY show. Please follow, like, subscribe. You share to your friends, to your family, to your loved ones. Just share. Thank you. And as I said, obviously, we're doing another throwback. And I know that I hope you guys listened to the song of last week. But today we're going to be doing another one, the Cole song. Of course, I told you the guys I like one the Cole. So we're going to be doing so today my old throwback of Wandiko. One of the songs that I love. I think this would be like the second. I don't know between "Kiss Your Hand," which was the last week episode, the song for last week episode, and yesterday 10 10, my love no be 10 10. And the love is so freaking you. Chance we are the good is to play every day. Yesterday, my love no be 10 10 by Wandiko. I love the song 10 10 by Wandiko. Seriously, that's like those two songs are like one of my easiest, best, amazing songs from Wandiko. Another song would be do I call you shuku shuku bam bam and it's about go back and it's bam bam show your hands in your hands praise the Lord. I love that. The funny thing is that I don't think let me see if I can get the the okay, so the name of this song it's a very random song. Not very random, but it is a song that like is a good song. Way good song. I don't even think I don't think I've ever said I wanted to check the name of the song, but the song bangs is Raise That Roof, feat Adewale Ayuba, Jasmine Olofin. So the first one was is 10 10 by Wande Cole Cole. Every time I see you, time I see you, girl. Boy, don't just again. It's a good song. I would definitely advise, push you, nudge you to listen to those songs. Those songs are amazing. And we've come to the end of sorry. We've come to the end of this episode, and it's your girl BU KKY on the BU KKY show. And and have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Bye.